Yeah, we're going now.
All right.
So I guess a brief introduction is, Larry is one of my best friends. Known him since we were 6 years old. So what is that? Almost 20 years.
That was a long time.
Yeah,
19
that's like,
years.
what, 2 decades almost?
Holy shit.
Which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, grew up together, going to the same school, even up until university, roommates. And then, Larry graduated first out of what, math?
Math.
Just math, pure math. So graduated out of pure math while I was still in school because I had to do an extra year. And Larry kind of, I guess, in a sense, broke the traditional route. And he went straight to China. Did you go immediately after finishing school?
I went there to travel. I traveled for like 3 months around China.
Okay.
And then I really like Shanghai, so I just moved there.
Okay, so you didn't even decide. I thought you were like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm going.
No, I was just like, I'm gonna go travel, like see China, go mess around, and then I use Shanghai as like a hub for traveling because there's a lot of high-speed rails going from there.
Okay.
So then flew around China, traveled, and then Shanghai was really fun, so I just stayed.
Oh shit! So that's actually how you decided. Shit, I didn't even know.
I was just partying there like fucking every day.
Oh my goodness.
It was fun.
Yeah. So you ended up getting a job there and living there for now. How long?
Almost 3 years.
3.
I left 3 years ago. I started working there 2.5 years ago.
Wow. No, it literally felt like it's only been like a year. For me, that you've been gone. Well, I guess you pop back here and there.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Larry and I haven't gotten a chance to catch up yet because I don't know what have we been doing. Well, we partied in big groups ever since he came back. So, but yeah, no, like how's life? 3 years.
3 years. China is still fun. That place is like the Wild West. It's just there's no rules there. It's you do what you want and cops like don't give a shit about you pretty much.
So it's kind of like classic Southeast Asia, like Thailand. Well, I don't know. From what
kinda.
I've seen, it's like Thailand as well as Vietnam. It's pretty much you do what the fuck ever you want.
Yeah, you do whatever you want. Like you run red lights in front of cops. There's a cop at every intersection, a traffic cop, and you just run red lights in front of him. He'll whistle at you and tell you to stop, and you just keep going.
Why is that? Like, do you think it's just because it's too much people, or what the fuck?
I think Chinese people, I think they lack a sense of justice like we have here. Okay. Like they don't, and 2 is laziness. So justice is like, they've seen such inequality there. They've always lived with such inequality that they're just sanitized to it. What the fuck is the word for?
They're used to it because
they're so used to like the inequality.
In terms of from the government standpoint?
The government, from rich people,
poor.
Everything. They're just used to it not being fair.
Fuck.
And then it makes some very unpleasant people there. I'd say people in Canada are a lot happier than they are in China.
Yeah, like China people are like, they're dicks most of the time. Like, they're actually, like, I don't know.
Because they grew up, like, with dicks all around them.
Yeah, fuck. But I don't get it. Why is it like that? Because I don't know, when I went to, like, Thailand and Vietnam, they grew up, like, super poor, communist country. But, like, they're so much more friendly and, like, welcoming. Smiles and everything. And
depends on where you go, though. Because if you go to the small villages in China, they're also very friendly. They're very warm. It's very competitive in China. Like, from the time they were in school, you know how they only have one test for universities called Gaokao?
Yes.
Yeah, so they only get one chance at university. So it's super competitive. Like, all throughout school, you get one test to go to middle school, you get one test to go to high school, and then one test to go to university. So like, it's just been super competitive their whole lives. So they're just like used to just fighting with each other and duking it out.
So it's like more like a dog-eat-dog mentality.
Yeah, it's like...
But does that dog-eat-dog mentality, does that mean you immediately forgo like your manners? Like, I feel like people from China, like, they're so ill-mannered.
They never learn manners.
They never even learn manners. Like, not even from their parents. Like,
no. Like, you learn some basics, some cultural stuff, but their manners are also different from North American manners, right? They have table manners where they have like drinking rules and stuff like that for traditions, but
okay, for example, like throw one out.
So then when I'm drinking with my superiors and I'm cheersing them, my cup has to be lower than theirs.
Oh,
I'm
I
supposed to
did
keep
not
my
know that.
cup lower. Yeah,
That's good to
so
know.
sometimes they'll try and put it lower. You gotta raise their cup and stuff. So then there's table manners, and then they don't really learn like real life manners.
Yeah.
A lot of times their parents grew up in the villages. They never learned manners either. They're not from really a civilized society.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they're just from little farms.
I see. I don't know, like, because like that's one of the biggest things that really bothered me. That seeing that, well, especially because, well, we're both Chinese. Well,
Yeah.
Chinese background. My dad is from Shanghai by blood. Like, it's just, everyone's so ill-mannered. I was on a flight from China, on a China Eastern flight from Thailand to Shanghai, and it was just, like, the interaction, it was just, like, more so, like, where are your manners? Like, I couldn't, I don't know. Like, the person I was sitting in front, he tried to push my seat physically for me to, like, decline it. Incline it. Because I had my seat declined. This guy tried to forcibly incline my fucking seat. And that's when I was like, wow. Like, is this real life? Like, I was almost in a state of culture shock.
It is culture shock. A lot of stuff they do there. Shanghai is good because it's very international. It's a huge city. It's a lot richer as well. But when I went to even a second tier city, I went to Chongqing and Chengdu in Sichuan a while ago.
Where is that located? Like,
It's like central China.
China, so from Shanghai.
It's about a 3-hour flight.
Okay.
3-4 hour flight.
Northeast, west, south.
West.
Okay.
West.
He was about to say the Mandarin.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's west of Shanghai, about 3 hours flight, and then it's in the mountains. Then this place would be, it's almost a first tier city. It's like one of the major cities in China. It's got a population of 30 million. But I got off the plane and I saw parents just lifting their babies up and holding them to take a piss into the garbage can. Like take a shit into a garbage can.
The fuck? I've seen pictures of that. I've seen video footage
all
of that
the time
before.
though.
And it's just everywhere. That's just
I saw it so many times that trip. Like
Wow.
this stuff you don't see in Shanghai as much anymore. I think I have seen it in Shanghai, but
just,
there it was just rampant. It's like we were at the train station and the washroom was just across the hall. It was not far. This kid just holds his kid up.
wow. And it would be either the kid would either be like taking a piss or taking a shit
Yeah,
even.
they have like those flat pants.
Oh my god.
And then, they just anywhere. I saw him doing it at the park, and then some kid almost walked into another kid's shit.
What the fuck? So you're like,
That's how much shit there is.
That's so fucked. So instead of like you're walking through like a park, you're trying to dodge dog shit, and in that state you're dodging
shit.
like fucking baby shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And this park was the panda sanctuary too. Like it's like a zoo.
Wait, what do you
These
mean?
kids are like pissing in the middle of a zoo.
Wow. So imagine. So I'm just trying to imagine like kids just pissing and shitting everywhere. Can you imagine that here? No, impossible.
No, that doesn't happen.
So where's that stem from? Like, what the hell?
It's just smaller tier cities. They're less. When you're in a village, you have less access to washrooms. First of all, not every restaurant in China has their own washroom. Even in big cities and malls and stuff like that, a lot of restaurants don't have their own washrooms. And then when you're from small villages, you're just used to going wherever, right? They have public washrooms every now and then. A lot of homes don't even have washrooms built into them.
Wow.
If you ever go to these small places, you can see people washing out wooden buckets like this big. These are shit buckets. They wash them out of the river still, which is kind of fucked up.
So they just they'll piss and shit in a bucket, and then once it's kind of like full, then they just
every day they just dump it in the river and wash it out.
Wow.
Just rinse it out outside their house.
Wait, so these are more so indigenous villages then, right?
No, these are like
just cities,
decent sized villages. When I first went to Beijing, maybe 8 years ago, 8 or 10 years ago, when I first went to Beijing, we had like one of the places I lived in didn't have a washroom, so they have a bucket, like a shit bucket for nighttime.
Yeah,
and they use public washrooms. So then even one of the largest cities in China, like first tier city in China, there's places in Beijing that might still use shit buckets too.
Really?
In Shanghai as well.
Like, is it just because there's no running water or anything, or is just
their houses weren't built with these? Their houses weren't built with.
So there's no running water.
There's running water, but there's no toilets. Their houses were not built with toilets when they were first made. These houses might be like 30 years old, and then they just weren't built with toilets at that time. They had communal washrooms, communal showers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, that's fucking. Oh my god.
So if you live in a village like that your whole life, and you really, if you don't shit at home, you just shit outside on the street.
That's true.
You're just used to doing it everywhere, right? You go to a big city, you do the same shit.
That's true. Exactly. Oh,
China's still very poor in many parts of it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like seeing those rundown houses, and just imagine not having a washroom at home.
yeah. I can't even like. Usually, I don't know, like even an outhouse. Like one of the things that I saw in Vietnam and Thailand, like there's washrooms everywhere, and even public washrooms, they were extremely clean.
Oh yeah, because they all have the like little shower hoses in them.
Yeah, they have the bidets. They're called bidets.
No, they're not for showering your ass, are they? They're for showering off the sand. No, those things are way overpowered for showering your, like sprinkling your ass.
Okay, you get to control the force that's coming out of it, though.
The hose, like the little, like the watering hose.
And then you get to press.
Yeah,
it's a press, right? That's a bidet for your ass.
No, man, that thing's way overpowered for your ass.
You
I tried it once and like fucking blew my ass
You're
away.
such an idiot. Oh my god.
No, man,
you have to do it
strong.
gently. What do you think it's for? It's for sand? What do
Yeah,
you mean
because
sand?
you get so much sand and dust there, right? And like whatever shit, you just use that to spray down the washroom. It's just to hose down the washroom.
Is that what it's for?
I'm pretty sure that's what my fucking girlfriend told
Are
me.
you sure? I swear to God, I thought
like,
it was a bidet. No,
I thought so too. I'm like, yo, I used the bidet. I sprayed my ass and I fucking hurt. She's like, you fucking idiot. That's not a bidet. It's for spray.
There's no way it's just spraying down the washroom. No,
That's
I'm
what
pretty
I
sure it's a
thought
bidet.
so too. I'm not sure anymore.
It has to be a bidet.
All right,
Dude,
we'll see.
Yeah, because dude, yeah, it was really funny. That just reminded me of a story when I was in Thailand. And we were at like a bar or a club, and I had something really spicy. I think it was like papaya salad. It's hella fucking spicy.
Every time.
And like, you know how when you eat something too spicy, like you'll get the shits and get like fucking the ring of fire. And this was like halfway through drinking. Like we're like an hour in at the bar, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, I got a shit. And I go to the washroom, and then like zero thinking. I'm just crouched down and I'm shitting, and it's just coming out like fucking lava. And then I'm like, when I'm done, and I'm like sweating and shit because it's so hot in Thailand. It's like 40 degrees Celsius with like with the humidex, and I'm just fucking dying and sweating, and I'm there for a good 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, fuck, okay, I think it's done. But I was like, wasn't sure. I'm like, fuck it, like I gotta go back out there. Like anyways, like I can't just be here. And then fucking, I'm like, oh shit, there's no toilet paper. And I'm like, oh my god, like I can't just like pull up my pants. Like I know it wasn't like an ace in the hole. It wasn't clean.
No.
It's fucking like dirty. So then I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do? And I look and I see the bidet, which is like the hose with the handle. And I'm like, I don't even know how to fucking use this thing. So I'm like, shit. So I pick it up and I look at it and I spray it like forward, and yeah, it's fucking strong.
It's
fucking
strong.
So I'm like, I have to like hold like really gently, and I'm like trying to maneuver it in a way so I don't like spray my fucking pants, and I ended up bideting my ass, which was actually like pretty good.
It
like,
cleans it off very well.
Yeah, it was actually like really effective. I was very surprised.
We should have them in Canada. In North
feel
America.
like it would be, I don't know, people find it gross for some reason.
No, but like the logic I've heard behind a bidet is if you like got shit smeared on your arm, would you just wipe it off with a Bounty, or would you wash it off?
Exactly, you would wash it off.
Yeah, so it makes sense to use one of these.
But I guess you would need soap as well, right? But then that's
but you're not getting any
much.
Like, at least you have water.
Yeah,
it's water compared to toilet paper. Water is a little better.
Yeah, no, I saw a comparison where they like smeared like, I don't know, something like shit onto Tupperware, and they're like using a Bounty and trying to wipe it off and just smudging the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas when they use like just water hosing it, like it did a much better job.
For sure.
But I just wouldn't. I don't feel like you can try. You would. No, bidets did exist in Europe though. Actually, there are some homes here that have bidets. My old house had a bidet as well.
Yeah. They're rare, but I've seen them.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's... never thought of that. How come they don't have bidets here? They have it in Asia.
Not in China, really. Japan's really...
Japan, they have like...
They have all the mechanical washrooms.
Those crazy toilets.
Those things blow my mind.
I know, always.
They play music. They do everything. The seats heat up, and it's crazy.
Crazy, man. Oh my god, you should get one of those.
I was at a Japanese restaurant in Shanghai, and I used one of those like crazy toilets for the first time. So at the end, I used the bidet to spray my ass. It was fucking super powerful.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to stop it. I thought it was supposed to like spray for like 3 seconds or something and stop itself. I was like, this fucking hurts.
And you can't get up.
Yeah, you can't get up or else it sprays it out. So I was like, what the fuck? I kept trying to press the button to stop it. And it just doesn't stop. And I noticed like behind, like all the way on the other side, there's a stop button.
Oh,
I was like,
no
fuck.
fucking way. That's so
I got sprayed for like 20 seconds at full power.
You're so funny. So how many times did you get raped in the asshole by a bidet?
I'm not using those things anymore, man.
But they're so effective.
But they're actually really strong.
They are really powerful. Like that fucking hose. When good thing I tested it, because I was like, I gotta see like what the pressure is like first. And like, mind you, I was smashed. Like I was drunk as shit. So I was just like, fuck it, this really has to happen now. I have to figure out how to use a bidet at this point in time. But yeah, they are super strong.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're not used for like washing sand.
I feel like that's a reasonable explanation as well. Just wash off the washroom.
Just to rinse
Just
the
easy
washroom.
to rinse the washroom off like that. I don't know.
Yes, but that's kind of excessive.
If you're a lazy sanitization worker, I'd want to do it like that.
Jeez. Yeah, all the washrooms are super clean. Maybe it's because
they could spray it off regularly.
Spray it off. No, like there wasn't even a stench though. Like in China, like those washrooms, like you take a foot in, you like step foot in the 1 second, like once it
just
hits
smells
you,
like ammonia.
Yeah, you just
It's
feel like
gross.
you're gonna yak.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, you're like most of the time I hold my breath like all the way in, all the way out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's some interesting washrooms in China. Have you ever used this one? It's like there's a canal in the middle. It's like a river thing with washrooms.
And everyone pisses in it?
Yeah, no, it's just canal running in the middle. So you put one leg on either side of it. And then you piss and shit. Like everyone's in a row. Everyone's in a row down this like little canal this side that's running like barely running water. And you just like squat down on everyone's in a row and just like fucking you stare at the person in front of you's ass.
No
you
way.
see like shit dropping down in front of you. And the person beside you sees your shit dropping down.
There's no separation.
Separation's like this high. It's high. You just see ass cheeks all the way down, like shit drips rolling down.
Fucking what if shit touches your dick, man? Like it's rolling down and it touches your dick.
It sucks to be the last person I roll, man. You gotta be first.
Oh my god.
That's the most interesting washroom I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Does it smell bad still?
It's terrible because there's barely the water runs really slowly.
Because I'm like, if it's running water,
no, it's just trickling water.
Oh fucking!
Like this old school cheap ass washroom. Like sometimes the shit just stays there, like it slowly like just washes away.
Oh man, how many of those have you used in your career?
Like 2.
Wow.
Those things, they blew my mind.
Yeah.
And then I go in, I just see like fucking old men smoking cigarettes in there,
taking
reading
shit.
their newspapers while squatting there.
Unreal. That's unreal. No, the only time I've seen something similar was in Vietnam, and it was like when we went in, like just somebody will turn on the tap, and it's like heavy flowing water, and everyone just peeing in it. There's no dividers, and everyone's just kind of peeing, and it's just this canal.
Oh, it's just along the wall, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they have those everywhere in China. I've done way too many of those.
Oh wow, shit! I didn't know. That was the first time I ever saw it. Like they don't have that shit here either.
See,
they don't.
Oh.
Never,
I feel like I've seen
man.
it traveling somewhere though. Maybe not here. Maybe like Mexico or something.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, Chinese washrooms are interesting sometimes.
Too much, man. That's fucked. Like, I guess, is it more efficient? Yeah, in a sense, it is.
Yes, because you have your
Saves more
shitter and
space.
pisser in the same space.
Yeah.
And it's just one water flow.
So that means you kind of have to squat when you're pissing as well. Otherwise, if you're standing, like you're just gonna piss on someone.
Yeah, unless there's nobody in front of you.
Oh, okay. You fucking. Oh man, and the other thing, like in China, a lot of people like spit, right? And then they're like,
everywhere.
And then,
Have you seen those shoot the nose rockets?
Yeah, man.
These people are fucking pros.
That's fucking crazy. So explain like what a nose rocket is.
It's where you have snot in like one nose, or maybe you have it both noses. You suck it all the way in, and you hold one nose down, and you just shoot it out the other. Like you just blow out really hard out with the nose, and it shoots. I feel like fucking hit squirrels with this shit, man.
Fun.
These guys hit it really hard.
Yeah, that's.
They'll hit the pavement. I was like, bam! I'm like, holy shit.
It's like super accurate, and it's like a clean exit.
Yeah.
It's like the most. It's pretty gross if you think about it. And you know who does that here? Terry Park. Like he fucking.
Is he good at it?
He's really good at it too. He does it all the time. And when I saw him do it, like we were having pho the other day.
Yeah.
Came out. And he just like, and then he fucking snot rocketed out. Like, we're in the parking lot, snot rocketed out. I'm like, Terry, you can't fucking do that here, man. Like, I'm like, make sure you don't do that in front of white people. Like, they're gonna freak. He's like, oh shit, really? He's like, I've been doing it at my workplace all the time. I was like, dude, you're so fun.
Yeah, they do it at work too. Yeah. Like in my office.
What do you mean?
Yeah, in the office when I'm fucking working in China. I just hear people behind me go like, cause I hear like the spit or snot rocket shit.
It's like, do they do it into the garbage can?
Yeah, the garbage can.
Okay, at least, yeah.
But still, like, I'm fucking working on my computer, all of a sudden you just hear this, like, what the fuck? Yeah. It's so distracting.
Yeah, I know. Will you ever be able to stomach that? Like, when are you going to join the Snot Rocket gang?
I don't think I have enough snot for that yet. Maybe if I lived there another 10 years, like, the pollution catch up to your nose. Yeah, if you've ever been to Beijing, if you stay in Beijing for, like, a week when the pollution's bad, if you go out in the morning, go home during the day, or in the evening, you can just wipe the rim of your nose and your hands will come out black.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
Like
when we go to raves and then like, I don't know if you've ever been to Electric Island or raves, outdoor raves, and there's a lot of dust. People kick up dust. Yeah. And then when you go home, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's all black.
And that's just their day to day. Wait, what do you mean by when the pollution is bad? Is it periodically like
sometimes it's really bad, sometimes it's really good.
So seasonal? Or is it just
it's
random?
Worse during winter, yeah. There is a little seasonal to it. Because in winter, they burn a lot of coal for heating. Oh. So it gets bad, really bad. So then the worst I've seen is, I was at an intersection. I was maybe the second car at an intersection. We couldn't see the traffic light.
Oh, wow.
You know how fucked up that is?
That's severe. Like, so it's almost as if it's fog. Like severe
it's
fog.
It's just severe fog. Wow. Except for it's yellowish, grayish, brownish, depending on the day. It changes colors. But then when you can't see the traffic lights, that's how you know you're fucked. Because I don't even want to go through this intersection anymore.
Yeah, like accidents, like what?
Yeah.
What the hell? Is it like that where you're living now in Shanghai or not?
Shanghai's a lot better. Shanghai is not as bad. But we do have shitty days. And the average day is not that great. Like the average day, coming back here and seeing blue or even seeing clouds. I'm happy seeing clouds.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of clouds in Shanghai, man.
That's so severe. That's so fucked.
Yeah, everything there is just a lot dirtier. It gets dirty very quick there.
Yeah, I
Windows,
remember.
everything. It's just impossible to keep clean because of all the smog. And then it just feels gray there. Nothing, the colors aren't as vibrant as they are here. Because everything's just covered. Yeah, there's no sun. Everything's always covered in like dust.
Wow. Then that's just purely from pollution from, I guess, cars as well as factories?
Cars, factories, farms, construction. Construction in China is huge. In the past 3 years in China, they used more concrete than US has used in the past 100 years.
Really?
Yeah. So you got
like sky rises just popping up.
Roads, sky rises, trains. Oh, like you got to think about all the highways in the States, all those cities. China's done that in 3 years.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Are they holding up though, or are they like...
I've heard of buildings collapsing in China.
I've heard of that shit too. That's terrifying, man.
I don't know how long these buildings will last, man. They're not made to sit there for 100 years.
Yeah. Is the government doing anything about it? Like, do you happen to hear of anything?
What do you mean?
Like the pollution. You know how
pollution?
Like,
oh yeah, they're
government,
trying
like
to...
our government and Canadian government, they're kind of like, oh, like global warming is a real thing, obviously, and whatever. Like,
yeah, they're doing a lot to it actually. They set big goals during like G20 and climate talks as well. Oh, yeah. And then they're actually working really hard towards them. They're cutting down a lot on coal, but it's just there's so much power that needs to be done. China has so many coal factories that can't really go out of business at this point yet. And then it's really hard to get a country that big to just go clean overnight.
Yeah, but it'd probably take like a couple decades.
Yeah, and then you also have like all those people who are not going to follow the rules and just do whatever the fuck. So then...
just black money, just slip the regulators some cash and they're good to go.
Yeah, just to keep their coal plants open another few years. But then in Shanghai, license plates there cost 100,000 RMB, so $20,000 Canadian to buy a license plate. And you have to roll for it. There's a lottery system, and after you win the lottery, you have to pay $20,000 Canadian for a license plate. But if you get a Tesla or if you get a battery powered car, right now they give you like a free license plate to go with.
Wow. So you'll save 20 grand on lights. Wait, you're talking about any car?
Any battery powered car.
No. Any car that you buy like in order for you to get a license plate, it's 20 grand, regardless of like make or model.
Yeah.
What the?
It's $20,000 a license plate. And
That's
you might,
insane.
and it takes you like a few months to even win the lottery.
Wow.
Beijing's even worse. My cousin's been rolling for the lottery in Beijing for a year and a half. He hasn't won it.
What the hell?
Yeah. Motorcycle plates in Shanghai are almost $40,000 Canadian.
Wait, it's
Because
double?
they banned, they're trying to get rid of motorcycles in Shanghai. So then just like cut down on motorcycles. Motorcycles use more, like they're less environmentally friendly.
Yes.
And then they're also like a hazard because people just ride around like idiots.
I guess. But if everyone were to get in a car, how fucked up would that be?
There's a really cool thing in Shanghai right now, or all over China. It's called Mobike or OFO. They're the major brands names.
Explain.
It's just bike sharing.
Bike sharing.
So then these companies, they started in the past year. They've built probably like millions of bikes. Every intersection, every apartment unit, every subway stop, every bus stop has these bikes. You can pick them up anywhere. You can drop them off anywhere. There's
like
no
pedal
stops.
bicycling.
Yeah,
right?
pedal bicycles.
Okay.
Like real,
like they have that here, but it's just shitty.
Yeah, but you can pick up anywhere, and there's bikes everywhere. Like
Yeah,
you don't
they
have to
have
walk
stations,
them.
right?
No stations. Anywhere you can put her just right downstairs at your place, and then you can pick it up downstairs at your
Like
place. So
unlocked.
no, you basically use WeChat or their app. You scan a QR code on it, and it just unlocks.
Oh shit.
And then it costs 10 cents Canadian an hour. 10 cents to 20 cents. A lot of times it's free. Sometimes you get red pockets on these.
What?
I put in 10 RMB on my app like in November. I've done 200 kilometers on these bikes. I have 30 RMB on my app now. I don't know what happened. I made 20 RMB off riding bikes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so
I
then,
guess that's a really good way to promote it then.
yeah, but then I don't know how they make money, but it's great because you just go anywhere you go, there'll always be a bike, and it's so convenient. You can go like 6-7K on it. It's really easy. It's really fast. It's faster than getting a cab actually a lot of times.
Yeah.
You go to the subway stop, you get on a bike. You go to a convenience store. Convenience store is 200 meters from my house.
Yeah.
I get on a bike I park it outside, and I just walk and grab my stuff and I ride it back.
Wait, so there's no like specific parking docks for these bikes?
you
It's
park
just
it anywhere.
literally anywhere you want.
Yeah.
So you'll see these bikes like anywhere.
Everywhere.
So would people ever be, I guess, enticed to steal it or anything? Or
You can try, but I think it's not. They have GPS on it. They have they have a SIM card in their lock.
oh shit! How the hell do
they're
they
like
make
these-
money? Is it
don't know,
government funded
these-
then?
They're not. They're not government funded.
fully private.
Right
company?
now, there's a lot of big companies like investing in them though. I know Foxconn took a share in it.
Why? Like, where's your return?
Baidu, Tencent, they're all.
Where the hell is your return?
When
then?
I guess when market competition gets less stiff, they can raise the prices a little.
I see. So when they're just introducing it, they're gonna
Yeah.
take the hit.
Yeah. Right now they're just trying to win over. There's probably like 5-6 brands right now at least, and then there's 2 or 3 major ones, and there's even electric ones where they have batteries. They're like scooters.
Wow,
So you just get a scooter anywhere if you don't want to pedal.
that's actually so convenient.
They're
Right here.
you can't walk like 10 meters in one of the large cities without finding one either.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Damn. No, I'm trying to imagine how many bicycles there are.
Oh
then,
my
because
God,
there's so
it's-
much freaking people in Shanghai to begin with.
There's got to be over a couple million bicycles in Shanghai.
Yeah.
At least in the city center, there's got to be at least a million or so. And then every large city in China has them right now. Beijing, I saw it, Chengdu, Guangzhou, like everything, every city without hills, pretty much, every major city. Yeah, without crazy mountain ranges.
And this is new, like this just
In
came
1 year,
in
they've
1
probably
year.
manufactured like 10 million bikes in the past year,
That's insane.
just out of nowhere.
That's like from fucking like they're just all this obviously just brand new, all the same.
Yeah, all brand
same
new.
models.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. No, it must be injected. Yeah.
These bikes aren't cheap either. I heard the frames
nice,
cost like
right?
$3,000.
Wow.
They have baskets on the front, and they have like a solar panel for charging the locks.
Oh wow.
So then the baskets, my friend, he works in venture capital, and they invested in these bikes. He told me the baskets are like way over engineered. It's like you could sit in them. So one night, me and my friends were drunk. We all have these apps, but then we were short one actually. So we're like, all right, we can do this. Those things are strong, man. We had like
Super sturdy.
my friend, he's 170 pounds. He was sitting in it. We rode for like probably 5 kilometers
Holy
with him sitting.
shit.
These things are crazy. And my friend's like, yeah, like these things, I've seen people put babies in them, dogs, fish, like everything.
Oh my god, what's a freaking basket made out of? Like aluminum?
It's all aluminum.
Oh, okay.
It's really strong.
There you go.
But then I don't know why they need such heavy
That's
baskets.
fucking excessive.
It's awesome.
It's for moments like those when you need to pedal your drunk friend home. Holy shit.
But yeah, these things are the most... I'm so not used to having to drive in Canada. I came back and then everyone was like, oh, you gonna drive or should I pick you up or whatever? I'm like, wait a second. Can't we just like subway or take the bicycle?
Yeah, because you don't need, you wouldn't really want to drive.
I don't want a car in
You don't
China.
want to drive
If I get a parking space, it costs me probably $500 a month in China as well.
Oh my God.
For a parking space.
That's a human space in here.
Yeah.
Like in Canada.
$500 a month for parking space, and then every time I go out, if I park anywhere, it's like downtown Toronto prices.
Shit.
So then it's not worth it.
Yes, you're way better off just using that app that pays you to ride their bicycles. Right?
Yeah.
So when would you use your, I know you have like an electric scooter? Is it
Yeah.
electric or is it motorized?
It's electric.
Okay, so do you even bother to use that anymore?
I use it a lot still.
Oh, okay.
It's when I'm lazy, it's faster still. Yeah. My thing goes like 100 kilometers an hour. I see some scooters around Toronto.
100K?
Yeah. I've gotten 120 on it before.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's like, do you wear a helmet or anything? Or you
No. No one wears a helmet in China. I rarely ever go that fast though.
I know, but you should still.
I usually peak out around like 60
when
I'm riding.
Yeah, that's
because
still
the
fast
cars
enough.
there don't go
that's
over
fast
60.
enough.
Yeah,
That's
it's true.
Fast enough, 60K.
It's so hot wearing a helmet there though.
To the ground. I'm pretty sure it'll crack. Like,
yeah, probably.
You'll die at 60K for sure.
No, average speed is probably like 30, 30.
Oh, because of traffic.
Yeah.
But you're
and then you
able
slow
to
down.
weave.
Yeah, you weave around like lane splitting. You regularly go down like one way is the wrong way, or go down the opposite lane if there's no way there.
Oh, wow.
And then I've also seen cars coming at me in my lane. It's fucked up.
Shit. I guess that's good. If you were to have like an accident, it would be a relatively low speed.
Yeah.
Whereas here, like easily you can be like 80, 100, 120
Yeah,
on the highway.
here
and
it's
just
really
get
fast.
Rocked.
No. There it's... I've been in 2 accidents. I got hit twice already.
2 accidents? Okay,
I've been hit
let's hear it.
twice.
What the fuck, Larry?
But both their faults. One time was a cab driver pulling an illegal U-turn. He just ran into... I was crossing the street. He's trying to pull an illegal U-turn. He just
you
ran
weren't
into
even
me.
on the bike, you were walking?
No, on the bike.
You're
On the bike. But I was going like 20 and he was U-turning, so he wasn't that fast
Yeah,
at it.
that's good.
And
What happened? What happens when you get hit by someone? Like, what do? You say give
try
me
to
money?
fucking hustle them for
Yeah,
money.
right? Yeah, so how did that work? So what happened?
Like,
Let's hear the
yo,
whole
this
story.
bike's like fucking $20,000. Now give me money. Dude, how much cash do you have on you right now? Like $600. Like, yo, let's go to the bank. You get like another 500.
Oh my god! And you went to the bank and
Yeah.
got the money and gave
Yeah.
it to you? Oh my god, that's so fucked.
It's
Oh my god, it's amazing.
because they're capped. Like they don't want to settle with you for like insurance or anything either.
Yeah.
And then when you're riding a scooter and a car hits you, it's like 99% their fault.
Oh really?
Yeah, so whoever owns a more expensive vehicle is usually at fault of job. That's how it
That
works. So a bigger
sucks.
vehicle, yeah.
Oh shit!
Like no matter if I ran a red light and they hit me, like, I'm pretty sure they're still at fault most of the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So fucking man. So those luxury cars that are driving around, they're targets. They got targets
Yeah.
on their back then.
Pretty much.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What about your second time you got hit by a car? Were you hurt? Were you okay? Like what the fuck?
Not really, just a couple scratches,
Oh yeah,
bruises.
that's good.
Not that bad, but second time I was riding home drunk from a bar.
You got hit by a car?
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
I was just going straight. I was crossing the intersection. I was like, I'm on the right-hand lane, and a car on the left-hand lane just all of a sudden decides he wants to turn right. And just ran into me. I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm just going straight. I was beside you.
And then what did you do?
I took his money and I left.
How much money you got? Did you go to the bank again?
No, I got like $800. I was drunk. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit right now.
Amazing.
Like, I'm not sure if I'd win if I call a cop right now. I'm
my
fucking
God.
like hammered.
So did that incident comp your drinking expenses for the night then?
Yeah, my
Yeah,
drinking
pretty
expenses are pretty low right now.
Oh really? Like
Yeah.
what's the range to? Like I don't like.
I've done
I remember
anywhere
it's pretty
between
expensive.
a cup of beer in Shanghai usually costs like $10 Canadian for at like an average Western style pub or restaurant.
Really?
bar.
So just at a bar, it's $10 for like what's a glass?
pint?
Like a pint of beer? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's
But these are all
steep,
imported
man.
beers.
That's so steep.
But these aren't Chinese because even if you're drinking Molson there or Budweiser,
probably
Budweiser's
fake.
not imported, yeah, but
fake.
Molson is fake or imported. Yeah, so then they're all import beers pretty much.
Wow. Dude, why not local then? How much are the local beers?
Local beer, you don't go out and drink local beers, man. You just go to 7-Eleven and fucking sit there. That's what you do for free drinking sometimes.
How
You
much
just,
is that then? Like, that's
if
way
you go
cheaper,
to a
no?
grocery store, you can get a 600 milliliter bottle for $150.
Which is
That's like on the high side.
$4.
$150 Canadian.
150 Canadian. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you
And
were like
then
150.
the cheap ones, you can get 600 milliliters for under $1.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it's like the price of water here.
Yeah, that's so cheap.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about in clubs?
In clubs, I've
probably-
paid $15 for beer in a club before.
What the hell?
I paid more than that actually. Even in I've paid $20 for a beer in a club before.
in Shanghai.
Bottle of Budweiser. For a bottle, like normal size bottle of Budweiser. Can you imagine $20?
Yeah, that must have hit home for you.
I was like, what am I doing here?
This is domestic
not the-
back home. This is like the shittiest beer.
But it's domestic there too. Budweiser's domestic everywhere in the world, I think.
I had no idea.
Because Budweiser's also bottled there. Man, did I show you the fake vid?
Yeah,
the fake Budweiser?
they're scooping.
They're scooping like shit water.
So Larry showed me this video of like just a bunch of Chinese people surrounding like a plastic container of beer. I don't know, beer, whatever the fuck it was. And they had cans of Budweiser and they're just scooping it in and capping it and then throwing it on a conveyor belt and it was getting sealed, pressed shut. And this is legit.
They sell it.
And they sell it. That's so fucked. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Have you seen? Oh, I don't have the picture anymore. This picture of this dude with cigarette butts. So basically, it's this homeless dude. He's on the side of the street. He's got like a stash of cigarette butts, like smoked butts on one side. Okay. And then you see him like a bunch of like just raw tobacco on the other side. And you see him peeling the cigarette butts in the middle and putting the tobacco on the raw side.
Oh shit. So he's just reusing like
he's peeling off the cigarette fucking butts and just selling tobacco.
Wow.
That is fucking gross, man. That is I'm not sure if that's worse than I think that's worse than the beer actually.
I don't know. That beer like is pretty I don't know. It depends.
But these are fucking like raw cigarette butts. Like these might have been soaked in like those spit buckets already.
Oh my god, yeah, that's worse. That's worse. That's fucking way worse.
These cigarettes are gross.
Oh my god, and he's selling it. Who the fuck who's buying them?
Well, he's just selling raw cigarette, right? So you can package into a bag or like give it to like any factory, whatever.
Fucking Wild Wild West, man.
It is.
What's health and safety?
I've never heard of it.
It's non-existent.
It does not exist there.
So aren't you kind of worried about the shit that you eat then? Like just on your day-to-day life?
Sometimes.
Like, do you feel a difference in like your health since living there versus when we were living here?
I get less protein.
Oh, meat-wise.
Yeah, meat-wise, I get less protein in my diet, more carbs, more oil.
That's like classic third world country.
Yeah.
Just noodles
Carbs,
and
oil.
rice, man.
Yeah. And then the oil is also, have you heard the term digoyo? So it means sewer oil.
Yes, I've heard of it.
So
explain it in detail.
It's basically just used oil. Like these people, they've cooked with it, or like at restaurants, whenever you're done a dish, there's going to be a bottle of oil at the bottom. Yeah. They'll just put it all into a bucket. They'll ship it off somewhere. They'll strain the top layer of all the shit out of it. And then they might like filter a little to make the color look right. And they'll reuse it and cook with it again.
Fucked.
So this oil could be coming from like food that you've already cooked. It could be like picked up off the streets from like just the back of restaurants without the restaurants even knowing. And like, you never really know where it's coming from. And then the really big instant noodle brand in Taiwan was found using it.
Yes, that's how I heard of it. And he fucking like
this guy flew off in his fucking fighter jet.
Yeah, in his fighter jet. This guy's balling out of his ass. Yeah. He was like one of the
fuck do you get a fighter jet?
Yeah, so this guy, he got booked. That's how much money he made, man. Yeah. That's why the margins, man. The margins.
Oil is expensive.
Yeah.
Oil is more than gasoline, like vegetable oil and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
You just go pick up vegetable oil out of the back, like restaurants.
Just refine it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wonder what the health impacts of that reused oil. Just like what? instant
Probably
cancer.
not
It's
as
not
instant
instant cancer or anything.
Might be a little cancerous, but I think that's about it. Probably might be a little gross and not sanitary. But then a few years, you know what's still really selling really strong in China right now is baby powder. Imported baby powder.
Wasn't there a huge incident, fiasco with a bunch of babies
Yeah, there were
dying?
a lot of baby powder incidents where they had like just random fillers in it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck they put in there. Some people say like rubber, others say like just random chemicals.
Yeah.
But then they still have laws where you can only like each person's only allowed bringing or buying a few cans of baby powder. Even in Canada, I think a few years ago, they were limiting each person and buying only 2 cans of baby powder at a time because everyone's buying here and bringing it back.
Oh.
I could easily make like triple the money for a can of baby powder there.
Really?
Yeah, at least double or triple.
Bring back some.
There's a lot of regulations on bringing it back. Like bringing it back is like bringing cocaine back to China.
Fuck.
That was like the new thing a while ago. Like there would be trucks of people, like there would be people like bringing trucks of baby powder over, and like some of them would get booked and they make
what's
the news.
up with that? Why the usage of baby powder? Why don't they just breast milk? Oh, because everyone in China's hella malnourished.
No, like I don't know. Some people just like baby powder, or
Over
they don't
like
breast milk. They do breast milk, but then after a bit, like after a few years, or a lot of babies, they might not live with their moms, because in China you have very short. What is it, like leaves after maternity leaves?
Yeah.
So then a lot of times after a baby's born, they get sent to live with their grandparents in another city.
Okay.
Like they don't live at home with their moms. So then the grandparents will not have milk.
That's true. Why? How long are the mat leaves typically?
I think if you're lucky, you might get like half a year.
Oh,
but if you're like a lot of normal companies give you like 2 months.
What?
Yeah.
So it's just like go deliver and back you come. Mm-hmm. 2 months.
It makes
That's savage.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking savage. Here, even the guys can go on maternity leave.
Their guys get like 5 days.
Oh my god!
Just visit your wife in the hospital when she's in labor.
Oh my god! You can only use it when the water breaks.
Yeah, pretty much.
What the fuck?
China's not for human like rights.
Yeah, like the work culture. Like, I don't know. Is it
The work culture? People there suck. Like Chinese workers, I can see why they're not paid much because they suck. They have no initiative. They're not responsible. You always have to be on their ass and do everything.
So they're lazy.
They're lazy as fuck.
Wow. I would think it would be, I guess, the opposite of that. Yeah. Like an Asian country.
Most
ethic
workers, no. Because they all feel like they're being underpaid, which they kind of are.
Yeah.
So they feel like when you feel like you're being underappreciated, you kind of work less hard.
That's, for sure.
Yeah, so then a lot of them, they slack really hard.
Damn.
Even among like manager levels, like higher execs, I've seen like people slack really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just part of the culture, like kind of like throughout, or
Kinda
mostly in the financial sector.
No, like every industry I've talked to, like everybody that I've met, like a lot of the foreigners there who I met or managers or whatever, they all say like they're Chinese people are just slackers. You have to always be on their ass and you have to like handhold them the whole way.
Wow.
They can't, because they don't know how to do research is another thing. They've never learned to like learn.
I mean, they never learned to learn. They went to like hardcore school their whole lives.
Yeah, but that's everything was fed to them, right? They were taught like you just memorize multiplication tables. You memorize what this is. You memorize how to do this. You memorize these things, and you're gonna be tested on these things. None of them ever had to go read a book for themselves and like figure out like this thing. Like I don't understand why this works. Like I don't understand like how this works. Let me figure out so that I can like apply this knowledge elsewhere. Yeah. They only know how to. If they're taught 1 + 1 = 2. They can never figure out 1 + 2 equals.
Oh shit!
They don't know how. They don't have Google. It's another thing.
There you go.
You don't have Google, so they don't have half the resources we'd have. Their VPNs don't like. They don't generally have VPNs, so they can't. Like a lot of university websites and stuff like that, you can't even get on. Or Baidu will not bring it up. First of all,
yeah, I thought they had something similar.
Stuff like that. And then they can't read English either. Like most of the best papers in the world, like research in the world, is written in English. So then they're at a huge disadvantage for learning. They can't even like Stack Overflow. If you're a developer or like programmer, there's no way you don't use Stack Overflow.
Explain Stack Overflow.
Stack Overflow is just a forum. It's just a forum for like programmers. Like
Oh,
it's like
okay.
Ask.
It's
It's
kinda
like Yahoo Answers
Okay, I
for
see.
programmers.
Yeah.
And then everybody uses it. Like if you're writing software,
Yeah.
you're on this website 24/7 because anytime you're stuck on anything, like somebody there's answered your problem.
Oh, shit,
It's the
that's cool.
greatest resource ever for programming. And then they can't get on it easily. Like it's either really, really, really slow or you just can't connect to it at all.
Wow.
So then it just makes life really hard. And GitHub too.
GitHub. Okay,
Yeah.
dude, that rings a bell, but
It's
what's
just
GitHub again?
it's a repository, so it's like you can store code there. It's like a code sharing website.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think I've dealt with that at work. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yes.
then a lot of these tools are just not available to them.
Okay.
So
Do they use
makes-
Slack as well? I don't know
I've
if you've
never
heard of
heard of
Slack.
Slack.
Slack is like a common, it's more sort of a communication.
Oh, I have heard of it. It's for like in the
within
company.
internal though.
Yeah.
Yes, internal.
No, they don't. They use QQ there. There's internal like company wide QQs.
Okay, so that's equivalent to like Skype.
Yeah, it's like
It's just
MSN.
in a messenger. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that? What is it just because like communist country, we don't want you to see the outside world type deal?
Kind of. I don't think Russia like does it so hard though. It's just China because China is such a large population. If they were to see so much, the Chinese people, what they're most afraid of, what the Chinese government is most afraid of, is not like external influences. They're afraid of like an internal revolt. They're afraid of all the people getting together and going against the government.
But
So
why
that-
would they?
So then
Why
if
would
you censor like everything, it's very hard for Chinese people to band together. First of all, they're nipping problems at the bud. Like so, by not letting you see all this stuff, a lot of people who might have been like rebellious are now they don't know what to rebel against. And then by like monitoring your WeChat, monitoring your like Weibo, your Facebook, whatever, not letting you on Facebook, they're also like just not. They're controlling your power of speech. It's like how you can get like a movement together. This way, if you can't use the internet, it's very hard to get a huge group of people together to rebel, right?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
then it's just nipping problems like right at the core.
Okay, so that they're actually really smart about this whole restrictive business then.
Yeah.
For the government's advantage. Yeah, because when I went to the other just Thailand and Vietnam, I didn't have trouble going on like Facebook or anything.
No.
I don't think they really block anything off.
Yeah, but then because of this, like this has allowed large Chinese internet companies to rise. Like Baidu would never would have survived with Google competing there.
crushed.
Baidu is fucking. It's worse than Bing, I'd say.
Yeah, being a shit.
Exactly. It has no competitive power there, but because Google does not work there, everyone uses Baidu, and it's like a $200 billion company now.
Yeah, wow.
So then, and also like Weibo and stuff like that. Weibo is the Chinese Twitter.
Oh,
So
okay.
then, yeah, Twitter there in China is also banned. So
What's
then
the
maybe
Chinese
Weibo.
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp?
Is it Weibo?
WeChat.
WeChat. Yeah.
WeChat's
that's the
fucking
Chinese
awesome.
WeChat.
WeChat is the greatest app ever, actually. Better than any Western app. This is the one
it's
thing
better than
China's done
WhatsApp.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. You can transfer money on it. There's a wallet in this thing. So in this wallet, it connects to my bank card. Whenever I go, everybody uses WeChat in China, first of all. Like 60-year-olds grandma know how to use WeChat and pay for the dumplings with this in the mornings.
Crazy.
So then, I go to little convenience stores or little restaurants. I buy things like 3 RMB. There's like 50 cents. I just take out my cell phone, I scan them, and then it transfers 3 RMB over.
When did they have this? Because they just had brought it in for Apple Pay or in your iPhone. You
WeChat
can
Pay?
import your freaking credit card into your phone and you can just tap your phone.
We don't tap we scan. It's
the QR code?
Yeah, it's a QR
same
code.
idea.
QR codes there are used so widely compared to here.
I see.
I always thought that was like outdated technology, but QR codes in China are really making it work.
I guess it's like secure and consistent.
It's just easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone knows, everyone sees it, they all know.
Yeah, because here you can just tap your phone. You know how
Yeah.
typically
The
you would
NFC.
tap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the NFC tapping just your iPhone.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
My phone doesn't. So you need the new phones as
you
well.
need the newer
Because in
phone.
China, there's not a lot of phones that are NFC. They use Xiaomi, Huawei, Oppo, and stuff like that, right? So and these phones might not come with NFC. So Apple Pay and stuff is not really. Apple Pay partnered with UnionPay, which is the Chinese Interac.
Okay.
But then they're not really taking off because a lot of places, one, they don't have a Interac machine. These machines are expensive. Like in Canada, to buy an Interac machine is like $1,000 Canadian.
Holy shit. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
And then you have to pay, Visa takes 2%, American Express takes 5%.
Yeah.
So then Chinese people are not going to pay this. WeChat and Alipay are free. They take 0.1% when you're withdrawing money. So if you don't withdraw money into your bank account, it's fine. You're just spending it like
You're just tapping,
Yeah,
like
you're
QR
just
coding
spending it,
away.
like, everywhere, whatever.
There's no like extra charge.
no.
Wow.
So it's free transactions. It makes money laundering really easy probably, but
Yeah.
China's already got like a huge tax evasion problem. I don't think they're figuring that anytime soon. So
Yeah.
they're just you just scan it anywhere and then it always like everybody takes it now. My cab, I can use this to call cab. Like Uber, Didi got built into it. Didi
What do
is
you
the
mean,
company.
Didi?
Didi is the company that bought out Uber in China.
Oh shit.
They
okay.
took over Uber. They bought it for like 3 billion or something
Wow.
in China. Yeah. And then
I thought they just got kicked out. I thought Uber got kicked out.
China Didi just bought them out.
Shit.
Yeah, and then they're like the only ride-hailing app there now.
Oh
And
man.
then it's built into WeChat. Ofo, one of the bikes is built into WeChat.
Yeah.
My wallet, I can buy train tickets, plane tickets, both tickets on my
Off
WeChat.
WeChat.
I can get hotels. I can transfer people money, like just give them red pockets. I can transfer up to like 50,000 RMB a day. So like if I'm paying, like my sister's going right back to China right now. She's renting a room. She needs like 20 grand. I can just transfer right now to her.
Wow.
And just, it takes me 2 seconds. I just find the person, punch into the contact and just transfer a certain amount.
And it's like,
It's
in a
instant.
sense, it's untraceable ish.
It's
Like, well, it
not
is traceable, but it's
it's
really hard to track, if anything.
It's just money moves. There's so
Yeah.
much money moving back and forth. Like 20 grand is very little in China.
Because I guess that at the end of the day, that's equivalent to an e-transfer.
Yeah, it's
Like
just
when
an
I'm saying
e-transfer. It's just very easy to e-transfer.
Even faster.
Yeah, so then when we're here and then we're splitting bills and stuff, it's such a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
In China, it's just like, yo, I'll WeChat you. And that's what everyone does. It's like we pay whatever and then WeChat. And you can do it down to the pennies.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Oh,
Here
shit.
it's like no one has change or you gotta pay someone back later or whatever. I don't carry a wallet in China anymore. I just carry my phone out whenever I go.
Yeah, so like, oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy how one thing in China, it feels like it's so much more ahead. And the
Yeah.
shit that we're doing here is so obsolete.
There's some things that China are doing so well, but then there's some things that they're just fucking up hard on.
Yeah. Like kids shitting everywhere on the streets.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's not gonna get fixed for a while.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's ever gonna get fixed.
I'm pretty sure when I was small, my mom probably like let me shit on the street in Sweden or something.
No way. No way.
Probably.
Actually,
My mom and
circle
dad,
back with her on that. Just be like, did you ever do that when we were in Sweden?
she definitely did. I feel like she probably did.
Oh yeah, Larry also has an interesting upbringing. You're born in China,
Yeah.
and then you lived in Sweden until you were 5 or 6, and that's when you came
Yeah.
Canada.
And then met you.
Yeah, and then that's when we met and became friends. Oh my god, those years are crazy. Our growing up years are crazy too. Yeah, Larry's the guy that I just like. I would have a very bad idea, but I don't know. I would need a partner in crime for it. And yeah, he would be my ride or die partner. I'd be like, this, I want to do something really stupid. And Larry would just be like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
They make for good stories.
They do. But the aftermath can be very shitty sometimes.
That's true. We've had enough ups and downs.
Enough trauma in our lives. I feel like the only reason why we're so mature is because of the amount of trauma we've been through.
That's true, actually.
You ever thought about that? It's not the years, it's the trauma.
It is.
It's,
That really like made us wise. Like
I don't
just
know.
getting a shit. You learn what not to ever do again.
Yeah. But it's
how to
just
stay
like
out of
the
shit.
hard way. Like the hard way. We could have done this an easier way. Like, been like
We
okay,
never were learned the easy way.
You're right. Yeah.
No,
yeah,
you
yeah.
if you didn't get it, like you could have gotten less shit and learned the lesson, but you never were learned it without getting in shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were being invincible. I still feel like I'm fucking invincible in
It's
China.
like personal fable.
Yeah.
Like your fucking personal fable is more, it's supposed to only be in your teenage years when you think you're untouchable and nothing can stop you. And you don't ever think about the outcome or the fucking shit that you have to deal with if things go south. Are you still like that? Ish?
No, I really think about consequences now.
Now you do.
I'm really
Yeah,
like
me too.
I don't drink and drive and like shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. I'm like I want to live. The other day I forgot like I was sitting in someone's car here and then we're going back from downtown after drinking. I was like maybe we should just get an Uber. We should get an Uber. I really like living right now.
Yeah.
Life is fun.
That's good. I don't think I'm past that part yet. Like I would still probably like drink. and operate.
Drink and drive, I don't do anymore, but I still drink and ride my scooter around.
Yeah, drink and ride. Like the other weekend, I went downtown drinking, and we drank pretty hard. And yeah, I just rode home.
I'm more worried about like getting half the ticket, half like getting smacked.
I'm more worried about the ticket. Like if I'm on a bike, like if I fuck up, like chances are I won't really hurt anybody.
That's
like
true.
if I like literally like I don't know if
you hurt yourself,
I'll hurt myself. Yeah,
that's what I care about most.
Exactly. No, that's fine. Like because that to me is like it's okay because I'm responsible for myself.
Yeah,
and that's like it's selfish, but at the same time, it's not like I'm gonna kill somebody out there.
Yeah.
Like when you're drinking and you're getting in like a fucking 18-wheeler and you start driving, like dude, you can roll over and kill like dozens of people.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't think that's the correct way of rationalizing it, but that's how I've been rationalizing it. Yeah, we've been through a lot of stupid shit growing up.
It's never over.
Yeah, no.
You gotta come to China.
No,
there's so much more stupid shit to do in China. Oh my god.
Take it easy.
Did I tell you about the trampoline? The club with the trampoline in it.
You mentioned that. Go in detail about
this. Thing is crazy. So there's a club, and then there's there's a dance floor, and then in the dance floor there's like 2 blocks like set out. They're about the size of your living room, so maybe like 3 meters, so like 5 meters by like 6 meters.
Okay.
There's 2 of them, and then they're hardwood on top, but on the sides, like under them, there's springs, so it bounces.
So the ground
ground bounces.
Oh my god.
The ground bounces. It bounces like maybe like 2 hand size, so 20 centimeters.
Okay.
But it's so fun when you're like going with the beat. You're hitting with the beat, like everyone's just dancing. It gets everybody so pumped up because Chinese clubs, like people don't really dance, right?
Yeah, Chinese people suck.
Yeah, this gets people like fucking going.
Yeah.
And then if you miss the beat by a little, if you're on an offbeat, you just get launched in the air. You're like, oh shit, I see everybody. And you go back down.
Yeah, what if you fucking like drop and you're on the ground and you're just getting fucked up, you know?
It's possible.
That probably happens to so many drunk
It probably happens so often, like, I don't know, China, no safety regulations.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That must be so fun.
It's really fun.
So it's one large piece that bounces.
There's two large pieces,
There's 2 large pieces, okay.
Yeah, it's not soft. It's like a hard thing, so that it's stable.
Okay.
And then, oh man, that was the funnest club I ever went to.
Shit.
They also, it's like chicks dancing everywhere, like
nice.
just model chicks.
Nice. So how many people would that fit though?
That dance floor would probably fit a good 100, 200 people.
Wow. And it's just like 2 massive like
well, Asians are small, right? So you squeeze a lot more.
Yo, that's true. That's one of the fucking biggest things
like,
I
look
noticed.
at how wide you are.
I know.
Like I'd consider average or above average in China.
Yeah.
So
then
you
would be like
I could fit 2 of me in one of your spaces.
Yeah, fucked. Yeah, like they're so malnourished because there's no protein. Like
so low
that's
protein.
Probably it. Yeah, when I went to Asia, I felt like a giant. Like everywhere I went,
you are a giant.
No, I'm not even like. Well, in Canadian standards, I'm like average.
You're like above average.
No,
average.
What do you mean, like, dude?
Fuck you.
I'm average for sure. Not okay. I might be like Asian. Yeah, I'll probably be like slightly larger than like the average.
You're way larger than average Asian.
Asians here.
Okay.
Asians here. Like Canadian born Asians.
Yeah.
Because we're on like different fucking milk and goddamn
That's true.
protein and shit. But like going back, holy cow, I just like dwarfed everybody. It was so weird. You kind of stick out too.
You do.
Yeah.
You can really tell, even when I'm walking around Shanghai, you can tell who's like a foreigner Asian, like ABC, and who grew up there.
Yeah, you sniff it out, see it immediately, right?
Yeah, it's their hair. Sometimes even their facial structure, I feel like, looks different.
Really?
I'm not sure what it is about the facial structure, but I feel like some people, their hair looks normal, their clothing looks normal, but their face just looks Chinese.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It doesn't look like ABC. It just looks Chinese.
Just look like Chinese, like.
I'm not sure what it is about their facial structure. It might be from what they eat. Like their face might have like more fat or like less fat in certain areas. I'm not sure, but it's just I haven't figured it out yet. But I just know there's some people that I'm like, these people are definitely Chinese, no matter what hair, like what they're wearing.
Yeah, that's true. Like you would see that. I think that's based off of like the environment, like the physical environment you're raised in, like the food that you're eating, as well as like the air that you're breathing and the sun that's hitting you. Have you seen like people from Mongolia? They all kind of look the same. They all like chubby, like the kids, especially the kids.
Oh,
they
the
got
chubby
chubby
face.
cheeks, and it's always red, like super rosy from like the sun or something.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, they have, like, minimal pollution there, it seems like. They're just nomads living in the mountain ranges.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all look the same.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and it's really cool. They actually have, like, different color eyes. In terms of, like, they have, like, white people eyes. Like, blue eyes, gray eyes, green eyes.
Very close to Russia.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mongolia's just kept around, so, like, Russia and China don't start a war.
Yeah, sure. They're the in-between.
Yeah. So they get both countries.
It's true. I'll keep that in mind. Chinese people that look super Chinese. I don't know. I couldn't tell when I went to like Asia. I couldn't really tell.
Because everyone there looks probably like super local, unless they're foreigners, tourists.
I guess. Like, but what's crazy is in was it Vietnam or Thailand? Like, there's a wide range of how people look. How locals look. Like some will look like really light skin.
Oh, and
some will
really,
look super
they're like
dark
brown.
skin. Yeah,
Some
and they
people
all
are
look
brown.
the same. And there's like massive groups of them.
Yeah.
That you'll see like a pattern. You're like, okay, yeah, this local looks like this. And then you meet another local. I'm like, oh my god, like I've seen another local that looks like you.
Yeah.
But like you guys look totally different from like the lighter skin locals
Yeah.
versus the darker skin locals.
There's a lot of brown people around, like Vietnam, Thailand.
Yes,
There's a
there
lot
is.
of Muslims and everything.
Yeah, that's true. So they just got mixed into the blender.
Yeah, it just got mixed. I'm not sure what happened there. When I was in Kuala Lumpur, like everybody there was brown.
Cambodia? No, it was like
Kuala Lumpur is Malaysia.
Malaysia, sorry. Jesus.
Yeah, everyone there was brown.
Like
and-
Indian.
Yeah, like Indian.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are they supposed to be is Cambodia supposed to be Asian?
Malaysia's supposed to be like Malaysians speak fucking Mandarin sometimes. I think.
Do they?
I think so.
Yo, there's a lot of people in Thailand that speak Mandarin.
Because there's a lot of Chinese tourists.
Yeah, I think that might be it. Why? Like,
They're making so much
learned-
money from Chinese tourists.
They legit picked up Mandarin from the tourists.
Thailand used to be so cheap a few years ago. Before they like started letting Chinese people in, Thailand was so fucking cheap.
When did they start letting Chinese people in?
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's when everything just went expensive.
Yeah.
It's like Toronto housing prices just fucking
Yeah.
everything's messed up from Chinese people running around with their money
I know. What the fuck?
They just
Chinese
have too
people
much
are
money.
ruining the goddamn world.
because they're rich. They've been saving up. Every Chinese person, like even the poor Chinese people, have so much cash compared to people here.
In terms of like
they have-
relative.
No, in terms of fucking like just cash on hand.
Oh.
They have so much. They're so liquid, or they have so much assets rather than debt. Like a lot of people here have so much debt, right?
Yes.
Most people we know are in debt or some way.
Yes.
But then
Myself.
like either mortgage, like student loans, whatever, cars. But then there, everyone has like they buy things like straight up in cash. They have like the average Chinese person has like fucking 300 grand in savings in Shanghai. Like
How? Like
300 grand
is
RMB,
this like,
so like 50,000, 60,000
you're
Canadian.
saying like a well-off family?
No,
though,
like
right?
the average fucking family in Shanghai has like even these fuck that you see working at the supermarkets, like grocery
More
stores,
balling than us,
they
huh?
might have more cash than you do on hand.
What the hell? Like, why is that? Why is that?
A lot of it's family support, like parents passing it down, parents passing the money, like because parents usually buy the kids' houses.
Well-off parents.
They're not well-off parents
Okay,
though.
not
The
like-
parents just like penny pinching, extreme penny pinching for years and years and decades.
Okay, so blessed with parents that actually give a shit about you type deal.
Kind of, yeah. And then they penny pinch too. Like these people live in $100 like apartment complexes in China. All of them have like the basement parking areas. Basement parking areas have like little hallways, corridors, and then there's rooms in the basement. These are like damp, moldy rooms.
Like
And,
for humans to live in?
Yeah, and humans live in them.
Yeah.
And they're under the apartment complexes, and they're like each room is probably like your storage area sized.
Okay, so
And then
that's like
families
4
live in there.
meters by 3 meters.
And yeah, so 3 meters, not even that big maybe.
3 by 2
I
meters.
think they're about 10 square meters, so 3 by 3.
3 by 3.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So then
A family lives in
a
it?
family will live in there. So 3 people, 2 parents and 1 kid will
And
live
they
in an
do
area
this? They do this to
a
penny
lot of-
pinch?
Yeah, a lot of people. A bit ago, there was a big thing about the sewer people of Beijing. So then a lot of people in Beijing were living in sewers and stuff like that, and like these conditions. And then Beijing kicked them all out. Because in China, there's a system where there's citizenship for cities.
Okay.
So it's called hukou. And then depending on where your hukou is, that's like which city you're a citizen of. If you're not a citizen of that city, you can't go to school there. And then you don't have a lot of rights there. You can't buy houses there. There's a lot of things that you can't do in that city. So the Shanghai hukou and Beijing hukou is like very hard to get.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, you have to have like a master's degree there. You have to work there for a certain number of years, pay tax there for a certain number of years and stuff like that. And then there's a point system for it. So then if you can't get it, then there's some houses that you can't even buy. Like you live in these dirt poor places and you can't go to school there either. So you have to go to private schools or whatever. So then it's just crazy penny pinching.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This sounds very flawed. Like just.
It's how you control population of like these Shanghai and stuff from getting overpopulated as well.
I guess.
Because everyone would move there. If you just open this up, I think Shanghai would just get like flooded.
Wow.
Shanghai,
so this
Beijing,
only applies to, I guess, China, like people within China.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously you got in.
Yeah.
Fine, right?
But then getting my visa every year is a bitch.
Oh, is it? Like.
I have to get like a whole body checkup every damn year. They
Health
take my
checkup?
test. Yeah, but then I'm not even sure if they're actually like looking at me or I'm just paying and doing like a fucking mission. I treat it like a mission. I go to the hospital. I start the 5th floor. I get like my eyes checked, blood pressure, height, whatever. And then I go down to the 2nd floor. They do like they just like sonar your belly. I don't know,
like
ultrasound. Yeah, they
no
ultrasound
way,
your belly, whatever.
Hilarious.
I don't know what they're looking for. And then you go to the 3rd floor. It's like a mission. You run up and down. And then the worst part is, the last part is they do a blood test and a urine sample. And it's at the same station. So like these people who are dealing with my piss are also dealing with my blood. Okay. And like sticking needles in me.
Oh,
so like this
shit.
guy would just like take my piss container, put it there, and then he'll pull out a needle, like take my blood. I'm like, yo, man, it's like, change your gloves.
Did you say that to him?
These people probably dealt with 8 more people ahead of me as well in their
like
urine.
80 more people.
Yeah. He's going to be doing this all morning. And it's the same thing. Every hospital puts urine and blood at the same station. And it just bothers me so much. And you always do piss first.
I'm thinking if they do that here, I'm not sure if they do.
It might be near each other, like fluids, but then
it's different people handling the shit for sure.
I think so. At least they changed their gloves. Come on, man.
Oh, they didn't. They
don't change their gloves. Like,
looking at him.
I was watching the guy. He took my urine. He's like, okay, thank you. Then he puts it down. He's like, sit down. And he pulls out the needle. I'm like, yo, man.
Did he change his gloves when you
No.
You didn't? You didn't give a fuck?
No, he does not give a shit.
Population
like,
control,
make
man.
sure to.
Yeah, population control. They're trying to kill people out there.
They are. It's fucking China.
What's the point of that? Just to make sure that you're healthy. They don't want to like.
So they don't want you to have like any crazy disease. But I don't think they actually really even look at.
Do you have to pay a fee for this shit?
Yeah, it's like $100
Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
So
go.
then,
They're just really just
making
trying
money.
to. Yeah.
And then for my visa, I have to get my passport taken at this one location that's probably owned by like the mayor's son or something.
How much is that?
The passports cost like $30 Canadian as well.
Oh my God, just the picture?
Pictures, 4 pictures cost because I gotta get stamped by this fucker.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Like this mayor's fucking cousin or something probably couldn't find a job or do anything, so he's like, "Oh, just do this passport like pictures. I'll make sure everyone has to go to you."
Holy fuck!
So that's how they make money.
Yeah, that's what's hilarious
keep
about
money in the family.
that communist realm. Like it's just like the family connection. Like, you can just create a position for your like retarded nephew, and he's able to become a billionaire.
Exactly, pretty much. These people are fucking. That's like some of the people you see at the top there are fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I don't know the dumbest people there.
That's nuts, man. Yeah, you'll never be able to see that shit get away like here.
Not really.
Or
It
maybe
happens.
like once in a blue moon, but not
does
like
happen,
the
but
volume that it is in.
Not at the volume of China, because there's a lot of corrupt. Like everyone does it in China.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna help your kids. Like I help my friends there. These guys will be like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a job or whatever." You're like, "Oh, I know a friend." You just like pass them around, and if you can help them out, you save up. Like China's all about stocking up favors.
Yes.
You help them out today, they'll help you out tomorrow.
Cashing in those chips.
That's why I fucking help kids get into school every year. These
Yes.
dumbass kids that do not deserve to go to school.
Yes, I remember. Yes. You were like, there was one time Larry was like on calls back and forth with Waterloo, trying to get this kid from China into Waterloo for like, I don't know, like how long did that whole process take? You seem like you're
Probably
going
was
back
on the
and-
phone for like 50 hours of phone calls.
That's
I basically just ignored the fuck out of them until they accepted the kid.
it's like, no, you can't. These are the rules. I don't care about the rules. You told me this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be calling you every day.
It's amazing, and it works.
It works.
Yeah, it works. That's the thing. That's one of the biggest things that like you see about anything is like the rules may be there, but that doesn't mean that you can't break them.
You're dealing with people.
Yeah.
They're always emotional. They can make their own decisions.
Yeah.
They're not computers, and it works out.
Yeah. That's how you play the game, man.
Yeah.
And then there's like bubble people who will always like follow the law, and then they'll just, I don't know.
If you just bug them enough, like everyone has a breaking point.
Yeah, exactly. Like honesty is not always the best policy. Like so
Not in
many
China.
times, yeah. No, even here, like so many times you're better off just like lying and just getting through the easier way than going through the hard way.
Yeah, a lot of times they don't want to know the truth either. If you tell them the truth, it makes their job harder.
Yes.
They might want to help you, but if you tell them the truth,
Then
it makes it hard for them to help you.
they're obligated not to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they might lose their job or
Yeah.
some shit.
So like they want plausible deniability as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things, man. That like if you figure out how to just push people's buttons, like you can get away with a lot of things that you might not be able to get through, a lot of hurdles.
Yeah, it is. Because a lot of things, it's just dealing with people.
Yeah.
And then in China, it's just stocking up favors.
Stocking
That's
up
how you
favors.
deal with people. You help them, they help you. It all works out.
Pretty good. Has there ever been like a crazy favor requested to you
From me?
from your end or someone to you?
What would crazy be?
I don't know, like something that was like at a scale that was.
My dad got out of jail for like drinking and driving.
Oh,
Drinking
Jesus.
and driving in China is a
Is
10-day
major.
jail.
Oh, what?
You get jail for 10 days there.
Holy shit! Well, I didn't know that. That's fucking great. Your dad is such a legend. I fucking love him.
Yeah. And then,
Not to promote drinking and driving or anything. It's just that's hilarious because it's hilarious. It's his dad, which I grew up with.
yeah.
Oh, dude.
My dad's got a lot that I could tell you about later.
Okay, sounds good.
But then,
Off air.
for me, perfect for myself, I get kids into schools, man. That's what I fucking do.
That's your
I
thing.
get kids jobs. I got a kid a job this summer for like co-op, and then I got him. I got another kid
in
into
Canada
school.
or oh
Canada.
shit,
The kid that went to Waterloo. He's
Oh,
in co-op
same.
now. He can't find his first job.
yeah. Wait, what did he go into? What is he
He's
doing?
comp sci.
Oh, damn,
Yeah,
that's sweet.
and then my dad helped the kid get into Peking University in China too.
Damn, that's major.
Yeah,
So Peking University is like the #1 university in China, essentially.
yeah.
It's equivalent to like
So like you can do crazy shit in China.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, those are probably big favors. And then I don't know, I've gotten 3 kids into school now, so
Nice.
that's all I do.
That's fucking.
Oh, lending
impressive.
money. Don't ever lend money to people, man.
Yeah.
Don't ever lend money.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest favor I did for someone.
What
That
was
guy,
that
like
story?
the Kevin story. Remember I said I almost got scammed for like 300 grand?
Yes, 300
That was a
grand.
huge favor.
Yeah. Wait, you were lending him money?
Yeah, I gave him like 100 grand RMB myself, and then like my friend gave him like 200 RMB like under my name, 200 grand RMB under my name already, but like another 600K coming before like they even saw money.
All right, I think this story needs to be told. Are you
Oh
able
my
to
God,
tell
yeah.
the story?
Story, yeah, I can tell
Okay,
this story.
alright,
This story's fucked up though.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to start this. So there was this friend that I had, his name Kevin. Kevin, if you're out there, fuck you. Kevin Liu from Vancouver. He rides bikes. All right, so basically, we'd known each other for like 2 years at that point. He was like one of my best friends in China. He was a race car driver. He had his own. He was working with a shop, and then he was doing pretty well there. Actually, like he won a lot of races. I went to watch him. I drove his fucking cars.
Yeah,
He had
what
like
car?
a Porsche. He had a Porsche. What was the mini SUV called again? Macan.
Okay,
Yeah,
Macan.
Macan. And then he also had a BMW M1 for racing.
Yeah.
And then the M1, like he got it to like 600-700 horsepower, and it was fucking fast. Actually.
Shit.
And we were like when I was sitting in his car, we had better lap times than the Ferraris on the track.
That's amazing.
It was actually like he was talented at what he did. So like we all believed in him, and then he said like he had business in Canada or China or whatever, and then he was making a lot of money. And then he went through a divorce. And then one day like he called me. He's like, "Yo, my ex-wife like stole all my money. I need money to like pay the bills for the company." So then I lent him like $100,000, and then my other friend also lent him $100,000. My other friend called Jack.
R&B?
Yeah, R&B.
Okay.
Hey, this will all be an R&B from now. So
okay.
5-1.
Okay, 5-1. You guys do the math. Yeah. I can't.
So 20K Canadian.
Okay.
So then I gave him like $100,000, and then he's like, "That's not. I need like $1 million like right now." So then I was like, "All right." He's like, "Do you have like anybody that you know who needs Canadian dollars or US dollars? They'll give me RMB. I'll give them Canadian USD." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah. I know a lot of people. Everyone wants to get their money offshore, right?" So then I call up a friend. They're like, "Yeah, sure. Like, how much are you trading? We'll take the maximum amount that Kevin has. Like, if you say he's good for it, then I'll trust you, and like I can transfer you money immediately."
So your fucking name's on the line.
Yeah. So I was like, "All right, cool." So then, like you can transfer like a maximum of $100,000 a day. So the first day, like Kevin goes, he sends me like a wire transfer like receipt, and then I'm like, "All right, transfer like $100,000." The guy transfers to me. I transfer to Kevin. Second day, the guy transfers to me another $100,000. I transfer to Kevin, and then third day, the guy transfers to me. But before I transfer to Kevin, like I get a call from my friend Jack. He's like, "Yo, we need to talk. Like, there's something wrong with Kevin. Like someone just called me and they said that like, Kevin owes them money too, and like Kevin's like the shop that Kevin works with. I was also friends with Jack, and then it's like the shop just called me and it's like Kevin owes the shop like a fuck ton of money, and then he also like the mechanic got repossessed by the shop. Or like I'm like, no, this isn't real. And I go like 7 a.m. I go drive to the middle of fucking nowhere to go meet up with Jack because he's doing like an expo.
Yeah,
he's working on an expo there, and I'm like, "Yo, so what's up?" And then we go through a list of close friends and we ask around, and basically we add up how much money we found that he owes from these people, and it's like 1.5 million already.
Oh shit!
And we're like, wait a second, this is way too much. This is not right. And then we check up on the mechanic, and then it's not there. We're like, oh shit, so it must be repossessed. And so this checks out, and then I'm like, and then I message Kevin. I'm like, "Yo, I need proof that like your wire transfer is coming through, because then if he gets a wire transfer coming through, it's enough to pay off most of these people." And he also paid off like half the mechanic actually.
Oh, okay.
So then, and he also has like equity in that BMW, the M1. So then it was like just enough. And then he also had a watch that was like 300K. This arm, I forget that like one of our friends like confirmed was real. So then, this other rich guy, he's like, "Yeah, this watch like is good," and stuff like that. And then, basically we add up his assets. So it's worth 1.5 if his money was coming through. He's like, "Yeah, it's coming through." And then I'm like, "All right, I need to confirm it tonight." And then that night, like he gets me in contact with like this girl that works for him, supposedly works for him in
Allegedly
Canada.
works for him.
She sends me like pictures from TD and all that stuff and gives me all excuses. Like we never get like a solid confirmation then. I spent the whole night there. Like I was like from 12 midnight till 12 a.m. like the next morning, and we didn't get confirmation, like full out confirmation I needed. I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. So I started Googling and doing all this research. I'm like, this person doesn't even exist, first of all.
How did you figure that out? That this person doesn't exist?
She's not on his Facebook friends.
Oh shit!
And this person's supposedly young and like works for like his company, like his right hand man. He does a lot of like Facebook promoting stuff like that. So this person must be on Facebook.
Yes.
So this person does not exist. I'm like, okay, something's wrong here. And I call up all of the people together. We go to Kevin's place that night. We take his fucking passwords and whatever, and then we ask him like, is the money coming through or whatever? And he's like, yeah. And like, we're like, are you sure? Like, this is the only thing that's saving you. We make a payoff schedule for him. Yeah. And then
he took his passport so he couldn't flee the country.
And we took like a bunch of his documents, whatever.
So good.
Yeah. And then we left because it was like fucking midnight already. I slept in 2 days.
Yeah, because you're waiting for some confirms.
Yeah. And then the next day I called Jack. I'm like, hey, we need to figure out like if this money is actually coming through and stuff. And he devises like his friend will go meet up with them. And then Monday morning, Jack's like, yo, Kevin's friend is like bailing. It's like, this looks fake. So we call Kevin. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? I call him up. I'm like, yo, this is fake. He's like, all right, fine. So then I drive over there.
Wait, what was fake? Sorry.
Like the transfer.
The transfer?
Yeah, so I'm like, the transfer's not coming through then. You don't have enough money to pay everyone off. Like the schedule we made was all for like nothing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes. I go over there. I fucking liquidize him. I sell everything in his house on like Taobao, like this Chinese secondhand.
like Kijiji equivalent.
Yeah, I just like liquidized like everything for like as much as I can get, bro. It's selling within the hour. So like digital camera, phone, like TV, everything.
And he was just taking. He was just like sitting there, taking it. Just
yeah,
like,
he was just saying that I fucking cried.
Back? Was he
no,
crying?
he can't do anything, man.
Yeah.
Like so I fucking just sold everything that's happened and made like no money though. It's like 20 grand, but it's a start. Yeah. And then his watch. I'm like, all right, I'm taking this watch too. I grab it, and then he had nothing. He had nothing left in his house, like wrap it in. He had no bags or anything. Like his house was a fucking mess. So I was like, what do you have left? He has doggy diapers. He has like those pads that dogs piss on. It's like, all right, I don't want to do this, but fine. That's like, this is an expensive watch. I can't just throw it in my backpack. Yeah. So I wrap it up in a thing. I throw it in my backpack, and I ride my scooter to Oliver's Spaghetti to get it, like, to authenticate it.
Yeah.
I ride it there. I walk in the store. I pull out this doggy diaper from my backpack.
Oh my!
And the fucking people are just staring at me like, "This guy for real? Like this is a diaper? Like this is an expensive store, man. You can't be doing this shit." I'm like, "No, I got an expensive watch here."
Oh my god!
Can you authenticate it? They're like, "Sorry, we don't do authentications," which blew my mind. Like, how can this store? This is one of the most expensive brands in the world.
I wouldn't be surprised they don't have the specialist in there. Because they're probably all sales reps.
But they said that none of their stores do authentication. That's really weird to me.
Oh, I actually really wouldn't be surprised. Like, even if you go to... Actually, that is kind of strange.
This watch is the price of like a fucking Benz.
Yeah, it's...
Like, you must have somebody there who can tell me that this watch is... Because, like, how do I know the watches I buy from you are real? They also deal secondhand.
Yeah, all the people... they also deal, so they also buy secondhand?
Because these watches, no, because, like, they'll help you sell it, I think. Like, they'll facilitate sales of secondhand watches.
But they'll never be an authenticator.
But they don't authenticate it themselves, which is really weird. They're just
salespeople. They're just business people.
Yeah, but that's so...
Like, an authenticator you probably need to take to, like, a fucking, like, a watch store.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the guy has the magnifying glasses and shit. So
that's true.
Is that where you went?
No, I had a friend who does, like, watches. Yeah, I have a watch guy in Shanghai as well. You have like somebody for everything in Shanghai. Oh, yeah, a watch guy, and then like I sent him pictures, really close up details, whatever. Then he comes back to me like 2 hours later. He's like, "Yeah, this is fake. Look, you can see like the dial here is like off by like a millimeter."
What? Like, how can you tell from pictures?
Because he's a watch guy. Oh, okay. He's a watch guy. He's like, "Look, this is the same. Like this is like the dial shape of this thing, which is like a millimeter off from this, because like they updated it this year." I'm like, "All right, like this picture shows enough for me." And then he pointed out like a few points, and he's like, "Yeah, but this is like a very expensive replica. Like this is still like $1,000 or $2,000 Canadian watch, like $2,000 Canadian."
Yeah.
So then he's like, "Yeah, it's still an expensive replica, but it's not real." I'm like, "Fucking,
fucking Kevin."
In the end, like I had to go on the phone, like call his mom and dad, and then get them to pay him off.
Yeah, and they bailed him out.
Yeah, they refinanced his home. I'm like, if you don't pay him, we're gonna throw him in jail here. Like one of the guys he robbed, like scammed, is his parents are like IPO CEOs, like CEOs of IPO companies in China. Like they're not gonna let him get away.
Yeah.
Then another girl, like parents also like crazy like business people.
Yeah. And
just these people, like everyone he scammed was like I had money one and is not dumb either. Like too. Like there's entrepreneurs there. One of the guys is a Michelin star chef. I still like keep in touch with him. Nice. He's actually my roommate's friend originally.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, but fuck that guy.
Shit.
We got our money back though.
That's good.
That was an intense few weeks.
That's a happy ending. But damn, that guy fucking got you motherfuckers good. So good.
Oh, we got him good too. Oh, then afterwards, there was still some stuff I wanted to collect at his house, whatever. And then he's like, I was going to go there with my roommates and we're going to go kick his ass just because.
Just beat his ass.
And he probably knew. He's like, I'll leave my keys there. So we brought backpacks. We threw it there and we're like, all right, let's just take everything we can find.
Yeah.
And then there was nothing left though. Like in the end, like we took fucking badminton birdies and like toilet paper.
Oh my God.
Fuck this. There's nothing left.
Jesus, man. What a fucking
That was probably the worst shit show ever.
Yeah, so that was don't just lend your money to... Just don't lend money.
Like best friends. Don't lend money.
Just don't lend money. Shit. Yeah, that was...
a fucked up
How long was that whole process? So wait, did he...
That was like a 2-week thing.
Is he even married? Like, what the hell is up with that?
He was, and then he got divorced.
Oh, so that was legit.
Yeah.
No. Wow. Yeah, that's straight out of a fucking movie, man. That's
This-
so fucking ridiculous.
The shit that happens
Can't
there
wrap
is
my
always
mind
out of
around
movies.
it. And it would only happen to you. It has to
No, it
happen to you.
happens. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in China probably have that experience.
Really?
Yeah. Because one of my friend's parents was like, don't give him the money unless like you get the money first. Like, because he was also trading Canadian and RMB.
I see.
So, like, a lot of people probably have that experience.
Damn.
I'd say we probably learned an expensive lesson for cheap, but like now I have trust issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust anybody anymore. When I see coworkers talking to the side without me, I'm like, something's wrong here. I gotta go find out what they're talking about.
Your fucking PTSD. Yeah, now you won't trust them unless you've known them since you were 6.
Very much.
I don't know if you're legit, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's so much shit going on there.
Oh my god, that's a wild roller coaster ride.
Mm-hmm.
It probably took a couple years off your life.
Yeah, I got a lot of fucking white hairs now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stress. You're probably so stressed.
That's like $60,000 Canadian that I was on the line for.
Insane. That's insane. Yeah, that's definitely hair, like just gut wrenching. Was that like the top? Would you say that would be like the most stressed you've ever been in your life?
Probably.
Yeah, really. Like
That's a lot of money.
shit. Yeah, like nothing else. Nothing else really ever stressed. Larry doesn't really ever get stressed. He's one of those like smart ass kids in school that just breezes through. Well, actually, math stressed you out sometimes on occasion when it got really whack in the
Math is
university.
really fucking whack sometimes.
But that
Doesn't
was,
make
but
sense.
you weren't even that stressed still. You kind of,
Just took it out on
he's
cooking.
a sick bastard. You're a sick bastard. Yeah, you just what?
Took it out on the food.
On the food, cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry would fucking spend like, I don't know, like a couple hours studying, and he would spend like the other 4 or 5 hours of his day like cooking and cleaning and just being like really productive. Yeah, you're mad,
It's
man.
fucking math, man.
Yeah, math.
You can only do it for so many hours a day.
I can only do it for none. 0. Education. So do you feel like all that math like helped you out in terms of like your real life shit?
I used some of it. Probably
really?
not like a quarter of it has helped me out, but then I still have to like Google things every time I use it.
Yeah.
Like it's good to have the foundation and to kind of have understood it, but then every time I need to use it, you still Google and make sure you get the details right.
I see.
Because these things are really sensitive, like every little detail, like there's a lot of conditions to using these. Like this has to be continuous, like whatever. If you don't satisfy one of these conditions, it doesn't actually work.
You're talking about your algorithms
Yeah.
that you need to, okay. for
Like
work, I
transforming
see.
onto like different spaces. So like you have to be really precise. So you still Google every time you use it.
I see. Wait, so but I thought you don't have access to Google. Do you VPN?
VPN.
Okay.
I
You
pay
just-
for VPN there.
Oh shit.
It costs like $60 a year, but I consider a Google fee. If
Yeah,
Google
that's-
started charging me $60 a year, I'd pay for Google.
Yeah, I would still pay for Google 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Google is something I would subscribe to.
Jeez, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's critical in everyone's day to day here.
Yeah.
I use that shit like 5 to 10
always on
times a day.
Google.
Minimum
Yeah.
5 times a day for
There's
like
no way
stupid.
to use the internet without Google anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember any website names.
Too powerful, man. Way
Yeah.
too powerful. Yeah, I feel like school didn't. Honestly, I didn't learn shit from school, man.
I learned a bit.
I don't know what I learned from school. Like looking back, I feel like I learned absolutely nothing.
You learn how to like.
I learned how to memorize things really well.
Yeah, that's something you learn. You learn how to memorize things. You learn how to learn stuff on your own. Like you did group projects. You learn how to like cooperate with. Oh, yeah, kind of. You learn how to cooperate with teams, and
Not really, but okay,
Yeah,
yes, sure.
but you learn a lot of like life skills as well.
Yeah, I would say it developed me more so as a
That's
I
a
guess
good person.
personal soft
Yeah.
skills, like,
Yeah.
as a human being, how to I guess interact with others.
And that's really important. People in China don't get that in university.
Co-op jobs, right? Or,
No, just people in China don't learn anything in university generally.
Oh,
Like they
what do
do
you mean?
all their learning from like 1 to 12, and then university they're slack. You can't really fail university in China. You can retest as many times as you want. You can bribe professors.
Really?
You can bribe, not if you want to cheap out, not bribe the professor. You can bribe the administrator who like does the marks.
Wow.
Who puts the marks in. I knew a person who like this girl like gave the administrator like a Burberry scarf and a Chanel perfume.
Jesus.
And got her marks like all boost like 10% each.
That's fucked
rather than bribing each professor like one at a time.
That's genius.
You can bribe, like if you don't pass though, like you have to bribe the professor. So
Yeah.
like she also had to bribe the professor to pass and then boost the mark up.
Oh my gosh. So professors are fucking making bank then.
Oh, professor, my like first girlfriend there, she was a model. She went to school for like, what they learned was like catwalking. That's literally what the kind of modeling they did.
Yeah.
So the requirements were like you have to be 172 centimeters tall at least, like a certain type of body, and then like either singing or dancing, like some sort of like a skill.
Wait, that's like your prerequisite to
First
get
going
into the
to school.
program.
Yeah, and like a certain mark. Like this was like in China, their top like their first tier schools are called R which is 211. There's 211 top schools in China.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a 211 school, and then like your marks have to be like a certain grade as well, but it's lower than usual 211 schools. Then the professor, basically they have one professor that runs the class. There's 20 students. These 20 students in the first year, they have to go do at least 20 shows each. And then of these 20 shows, like each show they get paid about 5,000 RMB a person for these shows, which is actually really good fucking money.
Freaking good, man.
Yeah, for 20 shows a year, that's better than most people fucking make in China. Yeah. And then, so they do 20 of these shows, and then, but they only take 500 themselves. The professor takes the rest of it.
What?
Because they're first year students. Like the professor like was their agent technically. Wow. So the professor's got like a ridiculous agency fee.
God, the professor.
And they got 500 each. Took 4,500 a show. Professor's fucking making bank just running this program. And then there's second year, third year, fourth year students.
Oh my
and the professor would pimp them out too.
Yeah, he's pimping. I was gonna say.
No. He pimps them out to like fucking bosses, like go KTV and dinners.
Oh,
these
shit.
Kids, these girls can make like 2,000-3,000 from going to like KTV or dinner with like
as an escort, or are they gonna
like
put out?
Technically escort.
But they
might pay extra
actually,
for.
Oh man,
they might pay extra for like putting out or like.
Oh my god, that's so fucked.
So this professor would pimp them out like businessmen as well. Wow. The professor would also make money off of this.
Wow. But then like not all the girls would be down.
Yeah,
right?
so
but
some girls don't do it.
But obviously like it's a huge money making opportunity for these young girls as well.
Yes, and a lot of girls do it still. And
mind blown. The professors in China are fucking.
They can pimp
pimps.
you.
That's insane. That's insane.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness. Holy shit.
Yeah, that one really blew my mind. So this professor's just breaking millions in from fucking pimping little underage girls out.
Larry, I think I see a future in becoming a professor for you. It's a good fit.
I think we gotta go to like a drama school or a modeling school or something.
Holy shit. Yeah, what the hell is it to be like the prerequisites for you to become a professor in that field?
I don't know. You've been to a few fashion shows, I guess.
Okay, yo, look
I
into
asked,
this.
What do they even learn in class? I asked her, what do they learn in school? And she's like, I mostly don't go to class, but every now and then we watch Victoria's Secret shows.
Wow. Live stream that shit or old repeats.
Or old repeats.
Wow.
Or like they're like break down fashion or like how they walk. They say they have a lot of classes that teach you just how to walk straight. Like,
typically like they walk with like a textbook on their head and it's perfectly balanced as they're going through.
You go to university for this?
What the hell? So did she do like the escort gig as well and stuff?
She said she really hated that part.
Oh, I see. But the professor will actually like try to pimp them out still, eh?
He'd ask all of them still.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Crazy stuff.
Holy shit. Would he ever get charged for this? Yeah, right? Like, for sure. But then these people that he's pimping them out are all government officials anyways.
Yeah, like the people we're pimping out too are like high up as well. And these girls are doing it kind of willingly.
Yeah, because it's not like it's like a slave sex trade. It's like he's just pimping them out, and it's willingly. Yeah, they're
like they don't have to have sex, I think. And then if they have sex, like I think she said that they make like $8,000, $10,000 a night, RMB. So it's like 1,500 to 2,000.
Oh man!
So it's kind of. I would fucking go do it.
If you were a chick, oh my god!
Holy shit, man!
You have to sleep
university.
With this, but you have to sleep with this like fucking like 55-year-old fat government official who's a slob.
Put on a condom. This is $2,000 a night when
Oh
you're
my
in school,
God.
man.
There,
You know what we would
sick
do with
bastard.
$2,000 a month? Like fucking a night in school?
Yeah, but I don't think I wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't be able to do it, man.
I would consider it. I would
think you
seriously
would be
consider.
fucking PTSD
Okay, but
after
then
it.
okay, maybe not have sex with them, but I'd go out to like fucking dinner and karaoke.
Okay, yeah, maybe. But
I think I would seriously like, if
just as an escort, just as company.
Because a lot of times these CEOs just like she's like give them cash at the KTV as well. Like she says that they can make like 2,000 to 5,000 RMB a night. Like going
Still,
KTV.
man, that's fucked up.
That's like $1,000 Canadian, man, for just going
I don't know if I
singing
could
with
do
somebody.
I don't think I can do that. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that.
I think you have to
man.
be put in the position. Like having the cash put in front of your face is way different from like just saying it now.
That's the thing,
Like,
man. Yeah.
everyone has morals until there's fucking money in front of their face.
No, but still, it's too, I guess you're right, but still, like, oh,
It'd
dude,
be hard
that's
to
so
turn down.
fucked.
If it's just dinner, fuck yeah, for $1,000.
Yeah, if
I
it's
would
just
totally-
dinner, yeah. If you just literally
KTV,
going
I'd
to
probably
have
do it
dinner,
too. Yeah, I'll fucking sing with you. You
Do
can put
it
your
like-
arm on my lap.
Oh man, oh man,
You better be paying me like $1,000, 500 or something like that.
holy shit, that's fucking lucrative, man. How that exists?
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to like a really upscale like KTV with like the call girls there. Those call girls cost like the room itself just to like sing in there.
Explain the whole KTV culture because they don't really have that here.
Oh yeah, so KTVs there. When you go to KTV, a lot of them there's
KTVs,
like 30
karaoke.
KTVs and there's like legit KTVs.
Yeah.
So like the dirty ones, like they'll have call girls there, like escorts. You can call girls in, you tip them, and then they'll just drink with you, play charm.
And sing karaoke
Yeah,
with
they'll
you.
sing with you.
Yeah.
They might give you a hand job sometimes.
Oh shit.
And then, yeah, they'll dance, whatever. And then sometimes you can take them home.
Okay.
Then there's some cheap ones and then there's expensive ones. So I went to this expensive place. Karaoke room's like the size of your fucking room. It costs 3,000 RMB. Or like 3,000 RMB for like the cheap package, just for a room without drinks.
Yeah, for the night.
For a room for like 6 hours or something.
Okay.
But that's still like $600 just for a KTV room. And then booze there is like another few thousand. Girls there are like 5,000 each for tipping. Just like chill with you for a few hours.
Wow.
So
And that's like
$1,000.
clean. That's like
Yeah.
you don't get to like do anything.
Yeah. And in front of it, this place like looks like it's a giant like thing that looks like the White House. It's a huge building in downtown. And it's like fucking dead obvious what goes on in here, but it doesn't get shut down. And every time you go by, it's always like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, stuff parked in front of it. Like that's why I see all the nicest fucking cars just parked in front of this place. I'm like, what the
Karaoke Playboy Mansion.
yeah, pretty much. And there's a club in Shanghai as well, a bar club thingy, where it's just all prostitutes inside. Like there's no real girls inside. It's all hookers.
Yeah, they're working.
And, yeah, they're all workers. It's not a strip club or anything. They're just working girls. Like they're dressed like nicely, and then
What's nicely?
like dress like they got like a nice dress, cocktail dress or something with like tits popping out. They have like
okay.
the biggest tits there, and they're all imported girls. Like this is the crazy part. They're all from like Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines. Like there's no real Chinese girls there either. They're all imported here, and they rotate like every 6 months.
Wow.
Like they get brought into the country, like pimped out, and they go back with spend their money.
Oh shit.
And these girls like make decent money here too.
Yeah, I would imagine. So it's like their seasonal job.
Yeah, and then they make like 1,000 RMB, so $200 for like sleeping with you.
3,000.
No, 200-300.
Oh, 2,300. 2,300 Canadian.
Yeah, for sleeping with you one night. And then I had a friend here who came in from, I don't know, he was just traveling around. He came to Shanghai, and we brought him there. He stayed with one, like, he got one of the girls. He's like, yo, I'm taking this girl. And he's like, wait a second, but this is like, I don't want to bring her. He was crashing on our couch. He's like, I want to check out what this girl's place looks like. I want to get a hotel. I want to see what this girl's like. It's like, so he told the girl, he's like, yo, I'll pay you like extra to take me back to your place.
Oh shit.
And then, yeah, so he pays her like 500 RMB extra to take her back to take him back to her place. Yeah. And basically, he goes there, he walks in. It's like a place like yours, except for just one room. So then there's bed. And there's like 3 naked girls sleeping on the bed.
Oh,
the girl just walks in, she kicks them all off. She's like, go like sleep over there. She just like shoves them over. They have sex like next to these girls. The girls just look over at him every now and then and smile. And he's like, this is pretty cool. And he just
pretty cool.
And then he just sleeps in between the 3 girls. He wakes up to, like them eating breakfast, and she's like, "Yo, you gotta go. Like some guy's coming over to check on us."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Man.
So and these girls just come here, like live in these
like
places,
dorms, in a room,
Yeah.
in a box, and they just get they're
just make money.
getting their pussy pimped out. Holy crap, man!
Yeah, but this is like 20 times the amount of money they would make in Thailand or
That's
Philippines.
true. That's true.
This is crazy money for them.
Yeah.
You gotta also think about it like that. Like when I said like $2,000 Canadian for like sleeping with somebody in China, this is like 2 months' salary for the average person in Shanghai.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of fucking money in China.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
not like petty cash.
Yes.
Even here, $2,000 is quite a bit, but in China, it's like especially a lot.
That's insane. I think those rates are even higher than Vegas rates.
Well, these are also because like these people, like these girls go on and like they go on to be like supermodels and some of them.
Really?
One of the girls like that's 2 years older than her is in Victoria's Secret, like the show every year.
Oh wow.
She's one of the Asian girls. There's 2 Asian girls in there,
She
right?
started off in this world.
Yeah, she started off in that school, and then my ex-girlfriend's best friend is doing really big right now as well. She goes to like all the fashion weeks every year, like every season.
Yeah.
New York, Paris, London, like everything.
That's dope.
And then she makes some good money. She does like Dolce & Gabbana like shoots, and she makes fucking cash. It's like I think Dolce & Gabbana paid her $100,000 Canadian last time for a photo shoot.
$100,000
Yeah,
for a
it was
photo
like one of their
shoot.
worldwide like advertisements.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that.
So like these people that come out of these school, like sometimes like they get really famous. You're like, yo, I slept with her for so cheap. I got a bargain, yo.
Oh my god, that's so savage. Holy crap. Oh man, that's so fucked. Yeah, holy shit. Alright, I guess we gotta open up one of these schools, man. Just,
Yeah.
what the
You
fuck?
can make some good money.
That's crazy. Well, no, I'm still, yeah.
Teaching kids in China is very lucrative right now. Like I know somebody who teaches kids dance school. They charge the kids like $10,000 Canadian a year to learn dancing.
There's just a bunch of balling Asian, like balling Chinese kids.
Yeah, you know how old these kids are?
Our age? Don't tell me
No.
they're our age.
They're like 6.
Oh my god.
And they're paying like 10
okay.
to 20 grand a year for this. They get dropped off by like chauffeurs. All of them get dropped off by chauffeurs, he told me. Like 6-year-old kids, they don't know. You don't need such an expensive dance fucking teacher when you're 6.
Yeah, but when you have that much money, you want to pay for that premium shit, I
Yeah.
guess. That's the rich mentality. It's like, oh, of course, I'm going to send my kid to the
Yeah.
most expensive because that's definitely directly representative of the quality of teaching.
Maybe, but like, what the fuck? Your kid's 6, man.
Doubt
I'm not paying 20 grand for
Doubt
this
it.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fucked.
Yeah, so teaching kids is very lucrative there right now because you only have one kid. These guys are like, kids are your treasure now.
Yeah.
They save up their whole lives, buy the kids a house, buy the kids a car, get them married, and they're like mission complete.
Wait, is one-child policy still in place? Thought they
Technically,
lifted
you
it.
have to apply for a second child.
Oh, it's like a lottery or something again, and you have to pay
Yeah.
60 grand.
You have to apply for it. I think most people can get it. I'm
Interesting.
not sure if everyone can get it, but most people can get it.
Yeah, I know like Jet Li like got it or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So wait, Jet Li's Chinese? I
Yeah,
thought he was
dude.
Taiwanese.
No, I'm pretty sure he's like from Shanghai or something. Yeah.
So you can apply for it, but yeah.
Jeez.
Most people still only have one child. It's too expensive to raise 2. If you gotta buy 2 houses,
Oh my
fuck
God.
that. You know how
Oh
much
my God.
a square meter in Shanghai costs?
No, how much?
The place I'm living at right now sells for about 20 to 25,000 Canadian dollars per square meter in an apartment complex. Like in a complex like 30 floors, each square meter on each floor is worth 25,000 Canadian dollars. So half your table is $25,000. That is
I don't know what to
disgusting. The place we live in is like it sells for like $4 million.
Yeah, it's fucked. That's
You don't live in
condo,
places-
right? It's
yeah.
a condo as well.
You don't live in places like that in Toronto, or like rent places like that.
That's like celebrity status.
Yeah, but
But this is
our
like
place
normal.
Yeah. Fucking
Are
crazy.
you planning on buying a place in China?
I can't afford a place in
I
China.
don't know, man.
Man, down pays like a fucking million or two.
Yeah.
It's more than my house here.
Fucking arm and a leg.
There's like my whole life. Fuck.
Fuck.
There's a lot of Fuck, they say like a lot of CEOs in Shanghai can't afford to buy a house there.
Really?
Yeah,
That's how bad it is.
that's how expensive it is.
So they just live in like super penthouse, condos instead.
No, they just like buy smaller places. Like they buy like one room places.
Oh
Or they
man.
go out like suburbs.
I
Because
see.
my place, if they were to buy it, it's 20 million RMB. A lot of CEOs might make like 1 or 2 million RMB a year.
Wow. So the people that live around you, are they all just renting then? Or do some of them, like
own it.
most of them own?
Somebody has to own it.
Yeah,
right?
like do most
It's
of them
not-
own and they're living in it, or is it really just getting rented out?
I
Or
don't know. Some of them own it, some of them get rented.
see.
I'd say majority probably.
can you tell? I don't know if
Not
you can
really.
tell. You can't really tell, right?
Every now and then you see people moving in and out, so that might
Hmm.
be a sign, but you never know because Shanghai, everyone's always moving around anyways.
Yeah, turnover.
And there's
of
so
people.
many. Our complex is huge. There's like 15 buildings. Each building is 30 floors ish. Each floor has 6 rooms. Each room is worth 20 million.
Overpopulation, man.
No, but just think about how expensive our complex is. Like how much it's worth right now. If you could buy the whole complex. 15 buildings. 30 floors a building. 6 units a floor.
Is that like trillions?
It's like billions.
Billions?
Yeah, 20 million. Each building's like fucking a billion. At 20 million a unit.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
I guess I can't really complain, or we can't really complain about the housing here, but we always complain. We're still struggling to even
'Cause
afford
it-
to buy a house.
It
man.
got so expensive so quickly here.
Yeah, boomed in the last 3 years,
3
3 years.
Yeah, as soon as I
boomed.
left.
Yeah, as soon as you left, it just fucking skyrocketed.
Yeah. But wages here are going up like crazy too. 15
No,
an
they're
hour
not.
minimum.
Yeah, the minimum wages, like professional jobs, like white collar
professional jobs in
aren't
China don't go up as
They're
well.
going down.
Yeah, professional jobs in China don't go up either.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is how does that make any
Slavery.
sense? That's
Slavery.
some bullshit. Can't do this anymore.
Yeah, you have to own something.
Can't do this corporate bull crap. Like literally, they're decreasing the starting salary next year
What?
from 45 to 39.
Holy
How
shit.
crazy is that?
That does suck. For accountants? Auditing?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy
I think so. I don't know if it
How are you
actually went
supposed to
through, but like
survive?
literally, it's been 45 for like the last 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and they haven't even raised it.
They're going down.
Yeah.
How do you
Whereas like
justify
tuition,
that?
you don't. It's a robbery. You justify that there will always be another kid
Mm-hmm.
waiting to take your job
That's true.
because there
You guys
is
are, yeah.
stupid competitive, so saturated. Like I don't know, so devalued. I feel like I wasted 5 years of my life in school doing this bullshit.
You can still do other shit.
Yeah, for sure. But I felt like I could have been doing something more, not so much productive, more usable. Something
Accounting's
that
pretty usable. Most
Ish.
CEOs in the world are either lawyers or accountants.
yeah, ish. Yeah, you're right. I guess it is to a certain degree
Yeah. You can make
Most
good financial
definitely.
decisions.
in the business realm. Yeah, okay. 1 plus 2 is what? Don't fucking know because I only remembered 1 plus 1 is 2. Oh man, jeez Louise.
How long have we been going for?
We've been ripping for 149.
Holy shit. It's
pretty
another one of
good.
those 2 hours.
Yeah. But no, we can wrap up. We can wrap up here.
Doesn't matter. We can keep
We're
going,
good.
or
Yeah.
if you cut this down into like multiple podcasts,
Yeah,
probably.
we probably need to. Yeah, no, we can wrap up here for now. Just
Alright.
take it offline.
Sure.
All right, cool. Thanks for doing this today.
No worries.
All right.